Good morning.
Good morning, sir.
Yeah, Rotarian members and its boys and girls of Rotary Club of Chennai Hallmark, welcome. காலை வணக்கம். இனிய ஞாயிறு காலை, இளம் கதிர் வீசும் சோலை, அப்படியே குளிர்ந்து வீசும் தென்றல் காற்று, பக்கத்துல அப்படியே ஓடையோட ஒரு சலசலப்பு சத்தம், மரங்கள்ல இருந்து பறவைகளோட அழகான ஓசை, இப்படி இயற்கையின் பொக்கிஷங்கள் எல்லாம் ஒன்று சேர இருந்தா அந்த இடம் அழகாக இருப்பது இயற்கை தானே. இப்படிப்பட்ட அழகான சூழலில் தான் அந்த கிராமம் இருந்தது. அந்த கிராமத்துல ஒரு குடிசையில ராமசாமின்னு ஒருத்தர் இருந்தான். ஐயோ, என்னது, நான் எம்சி பண்ணாம நான் கதை சொல்ல ஆரம்பிச்சிட்டேன். அடாடா. ஓ, இப்ப இந்த மாசம் ஃபுல்லாமே ஸ்டோரி டெல்லர்ஸ், சென்னை ஸ்டோரி டெல்லர்ஸ் ஃபெஸ்டிவல் பண்ணிட்டு இருக்காங்க. இத கடந்த 4வது பிப்ரவரியிலேருந்து இந்த மாசம் ஃபுல்லா 27. ஸோ இன்னைக்கு முக்கியமா இந்த வீக்லி மீட்டிங்ல நம்ம கூட நம்மளோட சீஃப் கெஸ்டா வந்திருக்கிறது கூட ப்ரொஃபஷனல் ஸ்டோரி டெல்லர் மிஸ்ஸஸ் லாவண்யா ஸ்ரீனிவாஸ் நம்மளோட வந்திருக்காங்க. இன்னைக்கு ஃபுல்லா நம்ம we are going to hear her about the professional storytelling. I'm Ekambram here, your MC today. Good morning to all. என்ன மேல போயிடலாமா? வணக்கம். To initiate the meeting, now let me request our president to call himself and call the meeting to order.
Meeting call to order.
Rotary Club of Chennai Hallmark speaker meeting on storytelling and about puppet show by a professional storytellers. Meeting call to order.
Thank you so much. Thank you, President. Let me invite Kavya sisters to give their invocation song. Kavya sisters. Sri Kavya and Kavya sing.
मूषिकवाहन गजानना मोदगहस्ता गजानना चामरकर्णा गजानना विलम्बितसूत्र गजानना वामनरूप गजानना महेश्वरपुत्र गजानना विघ्नविनायक गजानना पादनमस्ते गजानना मूषिकवाहन गजानना मोदकहस्ता गजानना चामरकर्णा गजानना विलम्बितसूत्र गजानना वामनरूपा गजानना महेश्वरपुत्र गजानना विघ्नविनायक गजानना पादनमस्ते गजानना पादनमस्ते गजानना पादनमस्ते गजानना. Thank you. Uncle, you are in mute.
Yeah. Let me request Selvam Subramani, the Rotarian, to read our 4-day test.
Dear Changemakers, this is Rotarian Selvam Subramani from Rotary Club of Chennai Hallmark presenting the 4-way test. Of the things we think, say or do, is it the truth? Is it fair to all concerned? Will it build goodwill and better friendship? Will it be beneficial to all concerned? Thank you.
Thank you, Selvam. I once again invite all our members as well as the visitors for today's meeting, especially Usha Madam and others, And I also recognize this moment, Rotary Seshasai, the District Rotary Committee Chairman here. Welcome, sir. And
Thank you,
indeed,
sir.
it is our duty, bound duty today to give all our tribute to the late Lata Mangeshkar, who has given commendable service and music to this society, who can be never forgotten. So I think that we should give our tribute by keeping ourselves for 1 minute silence for the great soul, late Lata Mangeshkar. Let us all be silent
Can
for
you
1
mute
minute.
all?
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. This is all we can do for the great legend who has rendered for 3 generations at least for her beautiful voice. She will be remembered throughout this world for her excellent music and songs that she has given. Thank you all. Now let me invite our President Ganesh Gopalan to give his welcome note. Ganesh ji.
Thank you, Ekambram ji. Yes, the person is not there with us, but still her songs is going to be live with us lifelong, everlasting. That's going to be registered in the minds, and it's going to give a peace to all of us. So let her soul rest in peace. With that, I welcome our chief guest, the speaker of this meeting, Mrs. Lavanya Srinivas, and her co-professional, again, C. Mangalam, also a professional storyteller. We are welcoming to this meeting, madam. And I'm welcoming our young man, Rotarian Seshasai, Rotary Committee Chair, Rotary RI District 3232, and my club secretary, Rotarian Selvam, and our immediate past president, Rotarian Meenakshi Sheshadri, our charter president, Rotarian Drama, and all my members and my loving annettes and Rotractors and my friends are all visited here for this, really interested to listen this one. Certainly all will never forget, if anybody talk about story, they never forget about their young days. Surely when they saw this one, immediately they will go back to their olden days and they listen the story from their parents, their grandmother and grandfather, everything. Even to me also, this still remembering. See, if you see that storytelling, I can say that we have 7 sets. We have 5 senses we have. I have a touch, nose, ears, and mind. But all these things can be controllable to some point of time. But ours, we cannot able to close. Our mind cannot able to control. So for that, our older days, there is a system is called Smaranam, which people will give the sounds and everything, will keep on chanting that by listening through ours, and we reproduce and we recall it every time. That in fact helped us to bring back all our olden things. And today also we converted in the written part, but still we are holding. That's through ours we have. But keep on listening through ours, good things cannot be possible unless otherwise your mind has been concentrated. So how to develop that? I'm sure everybody will accept. The ears and mind has been integrated only you tell the stories. So through stories, olden days, all the good things can be registered in our mind. Even we can call our epics, Ramayana, Mahabharata. Everything, somebody will say story, somebody is real thing. Yes, but still we don't want to get into that arguments, but still, even thousands of years we are telling the same story. Even today, it's a new to us for Mahabharata as well as Ramayana. So that really shows that, yes, the way if you are telling the storytelling, it really attracts the people to listen. So the storytelling is a good tool to integrate your mind and your ears. Yes, storytelling started, but still eyes are sometimes deviated by something else. So that has come, another form. To give eyes also good to enjoy. So that is a form called in the olden days called puppet show. So all stories depicted through way of a vision and storytelling, everything combined together, it's called puppet show in the olden days. Maybe today what we are seeing as a cinema is nothing but the olden puppet show. So after that, yes, the cinema has been advanced, a lot of things have come in, but still for that cinema also, if you don't have a proper storytelling, it never be a good success. Nobody will take it and get it forward. So storytelling is a very, very important role in our life. So this storytelling, what it's going to be, that storytelling is going to bring you, it develop your imagination. Yes, without your imagination, even I still remember that in my days, I used to tell stories. Unless other way, a good imagination, you cannot develop a story. So it gives imagine. Even the next year, our Rotary theme is called Imagine. So with that, the storytelling is most important for all of us. It need to go to our children. I think if you call any children, you really enjoy with them, they will tell their stories, even maybe something not acceptable to, but we'll listen those things. We'll enjoy that storytelling. Please don't stop them. Allow them to speak, allow them to speak, allow them to tell the stories. So it developed a lot of imagination within them, and they will be the future stars of our coming society. So allow them to imagine. So that one will bring the storytelling, will bring that level. For that only, in fact, our guest speaker, they have an organization called the World Real Aloud Day. They are celebrating from 4th of February for a month together, and they're doing a lot of activities. So really we enjoy that particular club. They're doing very nicely. Then we also become part of it and really understand what they're doing. So good imagination will good vision will bring this world into good shape. With this, I'm welcoming all once again for this speaker meeting. Thank you.
Thank you, President Ganesh Gopalan. You said it well. Yes, you're right. இந்த ஜென்ரேஷன்ல இந்த குழந்தைகளுக்கெல்லாம் இந்த ஆப்பர்ச்சுனிட்டி இருக்கா இல்லையான்னு தெரியல. ஆனா நம்ம குழந்தைகளா இருந்தப்போ we have really enjoyed with our தாத்தா பாட்டி. அவங்களுக்கு வந்து டெய்லி நம்ம சாப்பிட்றதுக்கு ஒரு கதை சொல்லலைன்னா நம்ம சாப்பிடாம இருந்தது இல்லை. டெய்லி ராத்திரி தூங்கும்போது கதை சொல்லி தான் தூங்க வச்சிருக்காங்க. அதுல அந்த கதை கேட்டு நமக்கு வந்து நமக்குள்ள நிறைய மாரல்ஸ் டெவலப் ஆயிருக்கு. ஒவ்வொரு ஸ்டோரி சொல்லும் போது அவங்களோட பேக் ஹேண்ட்ல வந்து அவங்களோட இமேஜினேஷன் நீங்க சொன்ன மாதிரி கரெக்டா தெரியும். அதை தவிர கிரியேட்டிவிட்டி. எல்லா கதையுமே ஒரே சென்டென்ஸ் தான் ஆரம்பிக்கும். ஒரே ஒரு ஊர்ல ஒரு ராஜா இருந்தாருன்னா ஆரம்பிக்கும். அதுக்கப்புறம் கதை வேற எங்கேயோ போயிடும். ஆனா கதை ஆரம்பிக்கிறது ஒரே ஒரு ஊர்ல ஒரு రాజా இருந்தார். అది మరి అనగనగా ఒక రోజు ఒక ఊర్లో ఒక రాజుడు ఉన్నాడు. వాడికి 3 పెళ్ళాలు. இந்த மாதிரி தான் ஸ்டார்ட் ஆகும். கடைசியில பார்த்தா உள்ளுக்குள்ள போனா கதையெல்லாம் அப்படியே போய் ஒரு கிரியேட்டிவிட்டி கிடைக்கும். இது வந்து இந்த மாதிரி ஒரு ஆப்பர்ச்சுனிட்டி நம்ம இந்த ஜென்ரேஷனுக்கு வேணுங்கிற ஒரு நல்ல எண்ணத்துல தான் these people have started this mission. I think that is a great thing, and this can develop people in so many angles, and that too in the present living conditions. We need such kind of solace. Thank you, Lavanya Madam, for your excellent service. And let me call our Rotarian Vijay Vedatraman to introduce our guest of speaker Lavanya Srinivas. Vijay.
Thank you, Rotarian Ekaji.
In fact, I wanted Selvam Ekaji, Lavanya Madam Mattu varala.
Mangalam Madam.
Mangalam Madam vandirukanga. Both of
Ama.
them going to compliment this speaker meeting.
Yeah.
And both we will welcome. I think I request.
I invite Mangalam Sendil from Coimbatore. Welcome, Madam. Thank you for your voluntary, here volunteerness, and we are all happy to be here to listen to you. And also, at this juncture, I recognize Rotarian Tarun, Secretary or Madras Millennium, a Retractor, who has joined us this meeting. Vijay.
Yeah. So this is about our special guest, Lavanya Srinivas. Born and raised in a literary family of Madras, nurtured by the fragrance of the native soil, the sights and sounds of Marina Beach, and the Parthasarathi temple in today's Chennai, Lavanya grew up to be a postgraduate from Presidency College with a diploma in linguistics from Madras University and a certificate in German from Max Muller Bhavan. She is a certified soft skills trainer from JNTU Hyderabad. Moving to Vishakhapatnam after marriage, the natural beauty of the city of destiny only made her long for her creative pursuit and recognize her deep sensibilities and aesthetics. With Telugu and Tamil as her two eyes, she can see, hear, and smell arts, culture, and heritage wherever they are. She speaks the language of storytelling. A communication and leadership coach, professional storyteller, and mentor, Lavanya has carved a niche for herself in the learning and development industry with the emerging landscape of emotional intelligence and expressive arts therapy. A theater practitioner, translator, teacher, trainer, and transformation coach. While wearing these hats for well over 3 decades, Lavanya has found that there is a common thread that runs through all her roles till date, and that is the power of stories. Lavanya is the founder of Alice Gute, the Leadership Academy, Vishakhapatnam. She is also the founder director of Katha Kamamishu, Center for Professional Development and Personal Excellence. She is the founder and managing trustee of Katha Kshetra Trust, Chennai. She has been giving a lot of talks and presenting papers at national as well as international conferences, colleges, and HR forums to unleash the power of creativity as a stepping stone to innovation and entrepreneurship. She has been encouraging the youth and experienced to harness the power of their personal stories to build better organizational practices. Her vision is to enable individuals and organizations to explore and enhance their inner potential for peak performance. Her mission is to nurture every individual to unleash their creativity and inner power by developing emotional intelligence and entrepreneurship appetite. Lavanya Srinivas is also the guest faculty in storytelling and narratives at NIFT Chennai. She is the lead consultant at Catharsis, the Cultural and Narrative Intelligence Center. With this, I'd like to welcome our special guest Lavanya Srinivas to take us to her creative world with the power of stories. Welcome, Lavanya ma'am.
Thank you very much, Vijay, for that wonderful story about me.
Madam, sorry to interrupt here. Sorry.
Yes,
Vijay, can you introduce Mangalam Madam also?
Yeah.
A short profile.
Sure.
Just a second, sir.
Yeah.
We had just planned it in a particular way. So let me first thank you all. This wonderful, as I say always, stories connect us. They decide how and where and when and who all need to come together in this wonderful effort to make the world a better space, a better place, especially in the times, in testing times of this pandemic. I feel stories play a very, very important role, and I need to appreciate Vijay, Ganesh sir, and all others from this Rotary Club who have understood the power of stories. And you have so beautifully explained, sir, about how our culture, our Indian culture, is made of Shruti and Smriti. that which is, heard and which is repeated also. Smriti is memory, and then Shruti is hearing. So recollecting our past, recollecting our memories, and then with the power of listening, moving on to the future. Connecting the dots of past, present, and future is the power of stories. And my heart resonates with all your vision principles, the change makers. That is what our intention is. And I humbly and wholeheartedly thank Mangalam Sendil, who is my co-storyteller, my friend, my co-visionary, everything that she is capable of in changing this world. And as I can see the young storytellers here, who have so beautifully brought in that world. எங்களுக்கு இங்க வேலையே இல்லைன்னு நினைக்கிறேன். நீங்க அவ்வளவு வண்டர்ஃபுல்லா ஸ்டோரியை பத்தி சொல்லிட்டீங்க. அவரும் சாரும் சொல்லியாச்சு. அப்புறம் இந்த வேர்ல்டு ரீட் அலவுட் டே is such a beautiful visual and words, அது ரெண்டும் ரொம்ப அழகா merge போறது இன்னைக்கு. So I wanted to take the privilege of welcoming Mangalam Sendil and then passing on the baton to Vijay to introduce her formally to you. Thank you, Mangalam, for joining me today to be a change maker along with the Rotary Club of Hallmark.
Thank you.
Thank you, Lavanya
My
madam, to
pleasure.
introduce Mangalam Sendil. Mangalam Sendil, you want to say something?
Okay, can we introduce first introduce,
quickly,
then we
yeah,
can
I'll
then
just
start.
quickly take you through her profile as well. So I'd also like to take this opportunity to welcome Mangalam Sendil, a story enthusiast, performance storyteller, TEDx speaker, and also an NLP practitioner, a column fanatic, a trekker, counselor, a trainer, a philomath, and who tells stories under the banner of Katha Kutiram. She is an active member of the Federation of Asian Storytellers and has performed at the NSN CSF ASST Storyfest. She strongly believes that everyone enters into a world of beautiful possibilities with stories. She believes everyone, everywhere is telling stories all the time. Growing up to a steady diet of stories from childhood, she strongly believes that stories and any art form can not only educate and entertain, but they also can heal, motivate, provide solace, and can do wonders to the body and soul. An engineer by education, a trainer by passion, and a storyteller and story listener from heart. I introduce Mangalam Sendil to you all.
Thank you, Vijay. Thank you so much. Let me request all our annets and kids at this moment to keep their videos on so that we should have a very, very interactive session and we should enjoy this moment today. And also my special request to all Rotarian members and aunts to rewind themselves and go back to their young age. They should be 5 years old for the next 1 hour. Okay, and just go back and enjoy the session and enrich yourself with this kind of very good moments. And let me welcome our special guest and speaker today, Lavanya Gopal. Hand over to you.
சார், நீங்க சொன்னது வந்து 5 வயசு தான் கம்மியான்னு சொல்றீங்க. சாரி, உங்களை மாதிரி டீனுக்கு தான் 5 வயசு. எங்களை மாதிரி 50 வயசு ஆளுக்குலாம் 20 வயசு குறையுது சார். 20-25 வயசு.
உங்களுக்கா? 5 வயசுல தான் சார் அந்த கதையோட இன்ட்ரெஸ்ட் எல்லாம் நம்ம துருவி எல்லாம் கேட்போம். நடுவில் நமக்கு வேற நிறைய கொஸ்டின்ஸ் எல்லாம் வேற வரும். அந்த ராஜா அப்புறம் அங்க போயிட்டு எங்க இருந்து வந்தாரு, அவருக்கு மாத்திரம் இப்படி வந்ததெல்லாம் நமக்கு நிறைய கொஸ்டின் எல்லாம் இருக்கும். அவங்களுக்கு கொஞ்சம் நம்ம கொஞ்சம் இதெல்லாம் கொஞ்சம் கஷ்டப்பட்டோம். அந்த மாதிரி இருக்க போதுன்னு நினைக்கிறேன். 2 பேர் இருக்காங்க, பாப்போம். Let us listen to them and enjoy the session. Lavanya madam.
Yeah, thank you very much. Thank you very much, sir. We are all social animals, they say, but I have a different take on this. We are all storytelling animals. So there is no need of any 5 years, 50 years. Any age is a story age. Stone age, Madri, story age. Yeah. And I also strongly feel and believe that the world is made of stories and not just atoms. Yeah. So each one of us is a storyteller. And that is the reason I have asked, and Mangalam has been my favorite storyteller, for she has innovated in the traditional storytelling methods. Lendu or modern idukku pogaradu, and the power of the younger generation and the future generations of the youngsters here. I can see such bright, lovely faces here. And as Vijay always had been supportive in my endeavors of storytelling, spreading it to far and more people through the technical support. Technology. I must tell you my little story, where I started with storytelling as a professional. When I saw the whole world moving maddeningly into the technology world, when world is being taken over by technology, I felt human power, human interaction is very, very important. We are losing out on that. அப்படின்னு சொல்லிதான் இந்த கதை சொல்லியா நான் வந்து librariesல car free Sundays with the Hindu and Anna Centenary Library in Chennai, அங்க வந்து plus Inner Wheel clubs and Rotary club member. I have been with Inner Wheel clubs as well, and impacting schools and happy schools, setting up enrichment centers, story corners for SCRT. இதெல்லாம் பண்ணதே நான் வந்து ஒரு ஹியூமன் இன்டராக்ஷன் வேணும், ஃபேஸ் டு ஃபேஸ். இது நம்ம தாத்தா பாட்டி எல்லாம் சொல்லி எல்டர்ஸ் எல்லாம் சொன்ன ஜாயிண்ட் ஃபேமிலி சிஸ்டம் we need to bring in அப்படின்ற ஒரு நோக்கத்தோட நான் வந்திருந்தேன். But suddenly came the pandemic. We were all jolted. அந்த ஒரு இந்த சீன் வரும் பாருங்க சினிமால எல்லாம், as you rightly said, stories and films are nothing without stories இல்லையா? ஸோ அந்த இடத்துல வந்து ஒரு everything froze. March 2020 lockdown was announced, and we just had to celebrate the World Storytelling Day on March 20th and World Puppetry on 21st. What do I do? Oh my God, we have to go and seek the power of technology, go online. We should not limit ourselves. Nammaloda kada, nammaloda story, nammaloda passion for storytelling should not limit ourselves. Appdin solli, we Chennai storytellers took to Zoom immediately. And that was the day I ate my pride, my ego. And I said, oh my God, why did I limit myself? Appdin solli technology eduthundu, then with that and with the power of stories, we have broken boundaries, we have bridged gaps, and we have reached and we have touched many more hearts to transform their lives. In the journey la da, I had met so many wonderful people, and I feel the power of stories will take us, and the power of our puppets and the visuals. நம்ம ஒரு கலாச்சாரம், தோல்பாவை கூத்து, இந்த ஆர்டிஸ்ட் எல்லாம் வந்து I could reach them, I could invite them, hold workshops, help them financially, all these activities. And ஒரு சைடு வந்து அந்த மாதிரி எல்லாரையும் கொண்டு வரணும், இன்னொரு சைடு வந்து children, schools, and using storytelling as a pedagogic tool, not just as a parental tool to raise children, to raise happy, healthy children. Adnala Mangalam Sendil has been along with me and so many others impacting schools, and she especially is a story educator and a professional storyteller at Avani Public School in Coimbatore. Adnala na vandu, though I believe in the power of stories, and we want to train the youngsters with the wonderful puppetry and the stories of our Ramayana, Mahabharata, Itihasas. Idella irukku. Along with that, we have these wonderful, strange animals that come not just in our dreams, but also in real life, and then tell us stories. And so many habits. Ninga sonna madri, good habits have always been, taught with fables, with animal characters. Our Panchatantra, idella nariyave irukku. With the limitation of the time, we are actually celebrating the World Read Aloud Day. Adukapra Nethi and Inikida Vasanta Panchami. the goddess of the spoken word and education, Saraswati, Ma Saraswati. So we would like to present a small story on this very important aspect, just like the power of stories that flows without being visible, that flows internally. So I don't want to take much time. I pass on the opportunity to touch hearts and change the minds over to Mangalam Sendil for your presentation. I wanted to show you the transformation from a oral storytelling traditional style, how technology has beautifully come in, and with the synergy, how we are able to make storytelling much more interesting. Over to you, Mangalam.
மேடம் ஒரு ஸ்மால் ரெக்வெஸ்ட்.
Yes,
நீங்க
please.
நீங்க வச்சிருக்கிற பப்பட் ஷோ பப்பட்லாம் பார்க்கிறதுக்கு கூட பசங்கலாம் வெயிட் பண்ணிட்டே இருக்காங்க. So you can.
Kandipa, நீங்க பாப்பீங்க. I will just over.
Okay.
First will be Mangalam Sendil's
Okay,
story.
fine. Thank you.
Then I will move on.
Okay, thank you, madam. Thank you.
Namaste, namaskara, vanakkam. Okay, you've been all seeing the screen for so long. So before I start my story, can we do a small activity and start? People are sitting like this, people are sitting like this, people are looking at this. So let's do a small activity and then start. Very easy. Hands are free? Yes. So yes, Tejal, I can see your hands. Great. Okay, Nalini, so we can take the hands off the cheek. Yes. So this is one finger. Yes. Can you all show me one finger? Great. Super, super, super. Okay, and then can you show me two fingers? Yes, everybody can do this. Anyone young at heart can do this. There's no age restriction. This is for anyone who has fingers and who can lift them up. Great. Okay, so now what we have to do, it's very simple. Now this hand should become one and this hand should become two. This should go very fast and you can change it very fast. Can you do it? Fast, 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 fast. Without looking, Ganesh sir. Without looking, you should make sure one hand is one and the other has two. You should not look. Can you do it? Great. Thank you so much. Okay, so let's begin our stories. Okay. So, yes. Come, 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 come. Let's listen to a story. Come, 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 come. Let's listen to a story. The story has Brahma in it. The story has Shiva in it. The story has already, the secret is out. Lavanya ma'am already told Saraswati in it. And the story has yellow in it. So come, 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 come. Let's listen to a story. So, happy Vasant Panchami. So Vasant Panchami is, as you all know, it is the time when the cold, chilly, harsh winters go and we usher in the new season of spring. So, for every festival, for everything, we have stories, right? So, ஒரு கதை இல்ல, ரெண்டு கதை இல்ல, பல கதை இருக்கு வசந்த பஞ்சமிக்கு. So, from where do we start? Okay, we'll start from the earliest times, the origin. So, as Lavanya ma'am rightly said, on Vasant Panchami, which goddess is worshipped?
Saraswati.
Saraswati, yes. So, how? Why? When? Where is all that we are going to see. And during Vasant Panchami, the color, as you can see, is yellow because it's the springtime and the flowers are in full blossom and it's beautiful. So people wear yellow clothes and they also collect yellow flowers and they offer it to the goddess Saraswati. Okay? So, many yugas hours before, Lord Vishnu called upon Brahma and he said, "Oh Brahmaji, please create the world." And Brahma said, "Okay, as you say." And Brahma closed his eyes and with meditative power, he created tapa, 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 all planets, the earth, the things on the earth, everything was done. After a while, Brahma slowly opened his eyes. Twang. And then he thought, okay, I've created so many things. Now let me go and see how things are on earth. After all, my creation, it should be super only, right? அப்படின்னு பிரம்மா நினைச்சிட்டு பிரம்மா came down to earth. Earthல பார்த்தா everything was there. There were the plants, there were the animals, there were the birds, there were the amphibians, there were the reptiles, there were human beings, there were the animals. Everything was there. But the earth was absolutely silent. No sound at all. No sound at all. Nobody was talking. The birds were not chirping or singing. No. Or no. No sound at all. And people were not talking also. You know what happened yesterday morning? I hate this. Look at my what is going on? No sound at all. Nobody was talking. The birds were not singing. The animals were not making any noise. Mistake. What is this? No sound at all. Not nice at all. Now what is to be done? So then Brahma thought, these people, nobody is talking. They have a mouth which they are only using to eat. They are supposed to talk also. Why is nobody talking? Ayyo. So Brahma thought. He scratched his head, left, right, center, tring. He scratched everywhere. Idea. Yes. And then Brahma created the goddess Saraswati. And Saraswati came down to earth. And then Brahma said initially, Lord, Goddess Saraswati, please give them the Vak Shakti or the ability to talk. And then Saraswati said, okay. But you see, Saraswati being Saraswati, the goddess of knowledge and enlightenment, she thought, Chuma pesna mattu poduma. Shouldn't not there be a connection between the heart, the brain, and what is being said? Chuma chappa 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 chappa. This is also talking, but does it make sense? No. So something should make sense when you're talking. So Goddess Saraswati gave the knowledge to talk right things and the ability to talk also. And that is why she's called the Vak Devi. And it is said that Goddess Saraswati gave the power to think and talk on this day of Vasant Panchami. So this was like very, very old times. Apron, tum, time kept on moving. Now Vasant Panchami is also related with lot of hope or nambike. Like நம்ம வந்து தமிழ்ல சொல்லுவோம் இல்லையா, தை பிறந்தா அதுக்கப்புறம் வழி பிறக்கும் அப்படின்னு. So Vasant Panchamiக்கு அப்புறம் பயங்கர hope is all there. The festivity season start after Vasant Panchami. 40 days from today is Holi, the festival of colors and joy. So how did Vasant Panchami become so full of hope? Like, okay, knowledge kudukku, the ability to talk is there, but hope, how did hope come into the picture? That has got another story for it. So you all know, I'm sure you all know Lord Shiva, and Lord Shiva is always half the time, what is he doing? He's meditating. So after his wife Sati got burnt in the sacrificial fire of Daksha, that is another big story which I will tell you some other day. So one day Shiva was meditating, avlodhan. Okay va? Now he was happily meditating. Avarku oru prachane illaiye, kanna moodi ukkandirutharu. Where enna nadakudho he doesn't know. He is very happily meditating. Enna prachane ella yarku? For all the people around, all the devas were terrifying. They were all crying. They were all in deep trouble. Because there were 3 people who were very strong and very powerful. 3 demons. You know who they were? Tarakasura, Simhamukha, and Surasama, Surapadman. These three people, they were creating a lot of trouble for everybody, and they also had got a boon that only Lord Shiva's son could kill them. Shiva இப்படி கண்ண மூடி உட்கார்ந்துட்டு இருந்தா, and he's not married also, how will his son come? How will those demons be destroyed? So all the other gods thought he will go and wake up Shiva. Okay, so தூங்கிட்டு இருக்கிற ஆளை போய் எழுப்ப போறாங்க. எத்தனை பேருக்கு இங்க தூக்கத்துல இருந்து எழுப்புனா பிடிக்கும்? நல்லா தூங்கிட்டு இருக்கீங்க, வந்து யாராச்சும் எழுப்புனா எப்படி இருக்கும்? சந்தோஷமா இருக்குமா? சிரிச்சுட்டே எந்திரிப்பீங்களா? Tejal is telling, Bhavya is also telling, no. Rishika is telling, not nice. So, இது நம்மளுக்கே தெரியுது. ஆனா, you know what all the devas did? They wanted to wake Shiva, who was meditating. போய் எப்படி சிவா எழுப்புறது? பக்கத்துல போறதுக்கு எல்லாருக்கும் பயம். So they called Kamadeva, the god of love, and they told him, நீ என்ன பண்றப்பா? ஒரு arrow விடுற. Okay, ஒரு flowery arrow. அது போய் அப்படி சிவா அப்படி டச் பண்ணுச்சுன்னா, he'll get up nice, happy, smiling, and then he will marry Parvati, and then Lord Muruga can be born, and then the demons can be destroyed. இப்படி நல்லா நினைச்சு they told Kamadeva to let out that arrow. காமதேவாவும் all the devas are asking சொல்லிட்டு வேற வழியே இல்லாம he went and let out the arrow. And what do you think? Shiva got up happily with a lot of love and laughter and joy. Shiva எப்படி எந்திரிச்சிருப்பாரு? Was he happy? What do you think? Arrow touched him. He said, who dare disturb my meditative state? கோபம் வந்து he opened his third eye, and poor fellow god of love, bus, he was down in ashes. இன்னொரு ஆளுக்கு ஹெல்ப் பண்ண போய் பாவம் அவரோட நிலைமையை பார்த்தீங்களா? ஐயோ, now what to do? His wife Rati, she came and told Shiva, சார் பண்றது நியாயமா சார்? அவங்க கேட்டாங்கன்னு ஹெல்ப் பண்ண வந்த ஆளுக்கு இந்த நிலைமையா? கொஞ்சம் கருணா காட்டுங்க சார், ப்ளீஸ் ப்ளீஸ். Then Shiva said, okay, Vasanta Panchami அன்னைக்கு he'll come back from ashes. அப்படின்னு Shiva told Kamadeva's wife Rati. And they say on Vasant Panchami day, Kamadeva came back. So that is why Vasant Panchami is associated with a lot of hope. After Vasant Panchami, நிறைய நல்ல விஷயங்கள் நடக்கும். Good things will come to us. அப்படிங்கிற ஒரு lot of hope Vasant Panchami brings in. So that is one story. And then time went, time doesn't stop for anyone. It went on and on. அதுக்கப்புறம் my favorite story of Vasant Panchami இப்ப வருது. There was this brilliant fellow. Can you see what he's doing? What is he doing?
He's cutting trees, auntie.
He is cutting tree. Where is he sitting and what is he cutting? Can you see exactly? Where is he sitting?
He's sitting on the tree and cutting it.
What will happen to him now?
He'll fall down.
You know that, but that brilliant fellow over there, he did not know that he was such a brilliant fellow. So, one day, this fellow used to be like this only all the time. So, a scholar saw him sitting on the branch and cutting that very same branch. Hey, stop. என்னப்பா பண்ற? Somebody told me, if I sit and cut this branch and I sell the wood, I will get lot of money. Okay, that is fine. But don't you realize you will fall down and you will get hurt? I didn't know that. You are very smart, he told the scholar. Then the scholar looked. This fellow is the right person. For what? I will tell you. So he looked at the boy and he said, hey boy, come down. I will give you nice clothes. I will give you good meals to eat. And can you come with me to the palace of the king of Ujjain? Good clothes, nice food to eat. I will come, sir. I will enough. Will you come with me? "Ah, I will come, sir." And this fellow jumped down from the tree, and that person took him to the king of Ujjain. The king of Ujjain was Vikramaditya. He had a daughter, and her name was Guna, the one with a lot of virtues. This girl, Guna, she was very intelligent. She was very smart. She learned everything. And she was very well versed. Debates, competitions, first everything. She even won over her teacher, her guru. That is the one who saw the man in the forest. Guru Vararuchi. சரி இப்படி எல்லாம் we all have all good things, all nice things, we are smart, we can do everything. Do you think you should actually respect others, or you can be like, huh, I know everything, you don't know anything? How should you be? Should you be humble or very arrogant?
Ma'am, we should be humble, auntie.
Humble. But respect others, we should be humble. But you know what? This girl was not like that. She used to look down upon people. Gunamanjari, garland of virtues, vechirka per avanga appa. But she was being very brilliant, very super, allam padichu. She was very arrogant, very proud. She looked down upon people. Idu kuda theriyada? Chichi, don't talk to me. Gaga. She was like that. And what is more, she even insulted her teacher. நம்மளுக்கு கத்து கொடுக்கிற குருவை நம்ம வந்துட்டு குறைச்சு சொல்லலாமா இல்ல திட்டலாமா? Can we do that? They might be wrong. இந்த உலகத்துல எல்லாம் தெரிஞ்ச ஆள் யாருமே இல்ல. But human to human, we should be able to respect, இல்லையா?
Madam, we don't know Tamil. Please tell in
Yes. So she was very arrogant. She did not respect anybody. And it was now getting very difficult. Whoever came to the kingdom, she used to win over them, and she had already scolded, shouted at her teacher also, and her teacher was not very happy. I will teach this girl a good lesson for life. Appadinu her teacher decided. And when her teacher had decided, and when her teacher was walking, that time only her teacher saw this intelligent, brilliant man sitting on the tree and cutting the same branch. Now I will get this boy married to Guna, or now her name was Vidyottama, the one who had learnt everything. That was her name now. Appa, சரின்னு சொல்லிட்டு this man was called down from the tree, and he was given nice food to eat. He was given nice clothes. And then the teacher, Guru Vararuchi, said, you will not open your mouth at the palace. Okay, Purida, understood? No opening your mouth. And he said, I will not open my mouth. You just give me good food to eat and good clothes. Enough. And they went to the palace. Now the king and his daughter Vidyottama or Guna, they had put a condition. Whoever wins her in a debate will only be the one to marry her. So many people had come, tried, failed. Now this fellow went to the court, and they were getting ready for the argument. So this young man sat on one side, and on the other side sat Vidyottama. And now the scholars, the teacher took this man and said, today he is on Mauna Viradam. That means he will not talk today, but he is ready for the competition. That's why he's come. Oh, is it? Said Vidyottama. And the competition began. So Vidyottama first, she showed her finger. She showed a single index finger like this. Now this fellow sitting over there, he started scratching. The scholar said, stop scratching your head. He looked. This girl, she is going to poke my eyes with her finger. If you poke one eye of mine, I will poke both eyes of yours. And then he showed two like this. Now Vidyottama said, what does that mean? And now the scholars, they very cleverly said, oh, princess, he means to say, you said there is only one supreme God. But he means to say there is the Supreme God and one inside every individual also. Vidyutama was now impressed. Then next she showed like this. She showed her palm with 5 fingers. She meant to say the 5 sense organs are the eyes to the external world. No, this fellow again lifted his hand and he said, hands down. This girl, she's telling she will slap me. I will show what I can do and I will punch you. He didn't open his mouth. He cannot open his mouth. But that is what he thought and he showed like this. And then the scholar said, wow, wow, wow. Vidyutama says the 5 sense organs are the eyes to the external world. And look at this young boy, this scholar. He says the control over the 5 senses is the secret to happiness. And that way, for every action which Vidyutama did, this fellow did something and the scholars very cleverly converted it and then and Vidyutama got married to this young man. And mind you, this young man is not only dumb, he stammers, he doesn't know to read and write also. So imagine the shock Vidyutama got when she gave one of her written works to him to correct. And he said he doesn't even know to read. She got angry, she got furious. She said, you could cheat me, just get out of my sight. I don't want to see you in front of me. And having been insulted, this young man, he left the palace and he decided that he will end his life by jumping into a river. Enough is enough. Haba, I listened to all those scholars. Now I have to listen to all that is there in her mouth. Enough. Abba, enough. I will end my life, he decided. And he goes straight to a river to jump inside and die. But when he reached the river banks, you know what he saw? He saw women sitting there and washing clothes. Suck, 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 suck. They were washing clothes there. They were the washerwomen there. And then he saw the stone in which they were constantly suck, 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 that stone had become very rounded and molded and smooth. But the stone nearby was still very rugged and rough. So then he thought, if a constant action like the clothes rubbing on the stone can blend and smoothen the stone, then with constant learning, even my brain will become all right. He went inside, he took a dip in the water, and they say Goddess Saraswati blessed him on this day of Vasant Panchami. His stammering went. He went and he learned under many brilliant scholars, and he wrote the greatest work that India has ever seen, and he is the greatest poet of India. He is none other than Kalidasa. So Kalidasa was blessed by Goddess Saraswati on Vasant Panchami day, they say. So that was another story related to Vasant Panchami. Now, Vasant Panchami, you see, interestingly, it doesn't stop with just Hindus alone. Even the Sufis celebrate Vasant Panchami. So there was this saint, Sufi.
Thank you, Mangalam. Sorry, are you able to hear me?
Yes, Lavanya.
Wow, wonderful. Big applause to you for this, bringing this lovely story, Vasant Panchami story. Thank you so much. So I'm sorry. Yeah, we'll have to respect this club timings. They have this online meeting and they have their agenda as well in place. So I know, my dear friends, that was the power of stories, and we get empowered and carried away, and we tell more and more stories. This is just an example for you how the energy of Mangalam auntie.
Lavanya, madam.
Yes.
Give me 1 minute before you continue.
Yeah, please.
Yeah. At this moment, I just want to recognize many of the visitors here from other clubs. Let me recognize the presence of Rotarian Shankar Menon from RC Meenambakam. Welcome, sir. And also recognize the presence of Rotractor Akhil Patnaik, the President Rotary Club of Visakha Satellite City District 3020. Welcome, Akhil. And also recognize the presence of Annette Strain, President of Annette Club of Chennai Bharati, and also Rotarian Venkat from RC Alandur, the Director of Youth Service, and also many more youth service directors group are here from 3232. I welcome all of you at this moment because I may miss it after, because we are totally spellbound and எல்லாருமே mesmerize பண்ணி வச்சிருக்காங்க இவங்க ரெண்டு பேரும். அதனால before I forget, I just want to recognize all these persons, and also I welcome Munira, welcome Manas Kole, Shashi Kumar, Gupta Meda, Virendra, Devrishi Gupta, and Sharika Madalla, GVH Rao, Lakshika Madalla, Kiran Mai, Sai Devgana, so many honors, so many children. Everybody is enjoying this moment. Thank you so much. Now, Lavanya madam, this is your show now. Show something else. Make us mesmerize us. Come on. Thank you.
Not? Yeah. Thank you so much, sir. And I must thank Mangalam Sendil for bringing in that energy. You have seen what youth power is all about and how engagingly she handles the storytelling sessions with the children. Because our idea is to bring your club, your Annets, your Rotary Club, and the Annets of the club as well. And the women will join us, and together we are going to be the change makers. So I have a small interaction with the children. I don't want to take too much time. I know you have your agenda. So I will just, I would like the children to tell me, what does this remind you? What is this? Dun, 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 dun. What is it?
Steady wins the race.
Unmute your microphone.
Turtle.
All of you unmute.
Turtle,
Vijay,
yes.
unmute all
And
the
what
mics.
story can you think of with this little puppet?
Slow wins the race. The hare and the
Yes, the
tortoise.
hare and the tortoise. Okay. So what is this? What is this fellow doing here? Who is this? I want somebody else to answer, please. Yeah? Dun, 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 dun.
Children, unmute yourself.
Look at my...
Kitten.
Which one? Which one? This is the old man, the king of the forest, the lion. And who is this?
Rabbit.
This little fellow is the bunny rabbit who keeps coming like this, jumping around everywhere with all the many stories. Yes? Yeah? And who is this? This is the, look at these other fellows, they are not keeping quiet. And look at this. Who's this?
Mouse. Mouse.
Yes, the wonderful little who goes up and down the lion. And yes, the lion was exactly like this, angry. Hey, who's this little fellow crawling all over me? Sir, I'm just this little mouse. I love to play. You have such a huge body. I can go up and down, up and down, up and down. So nice. It's just like Sarkamaram. Just like that slide that we have in parks and schools. I want to play. Lion said, how dare you play on the king's body? Get away from here. Go.
No, sir.
And then what did the lion say? Sir, please, excuse me. Don't do anything to me. I will be of some help to you someday. What? You will help me? The huge, majestic lion. And you, such a little fellow, you are going to help me? And what did the mouse say? Yes, sir, really, I can be of some help to you. And then you all know what happened. What happened then? Yeah? What happened? Tell me.
Go
One
off the
say,
mouse.
Yes, one day the lion was caught in a huge net, and who helped him?
A mouse.
Yes, it is this little mouse fellow who came. He ate and he bit the net nicely all over the place. And before the hunter came the next day, the lion was free. The king lion was helped by this small mouse. So we have so many stories like this. And do you know who this is? Yes. Who is this?
Crocodile.
Yes.
Crocodile.
Crocodile. And yes, and what is the story famous for with the crocodile?
Crocodile and monkey.
Yes, the monkey is not
The
very far
crocodile and the
away. Yes, the monkey is not very, very far when you. Yes, the Panchatantra tales. Like this, we have many, many, many stories. And you know, there is another little puppet coming on to you. And this is again a very different puppet. Very, very different puppet from the ones that we have seen till now. What is that? Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. Who is this?
Deer.
Yes, and it is not a normal deer, you know. This is the golden deer. This is the golden deer which mesmerized. And whom did it mesmerize?
Sita.
Yeah. And yes. And where? Where did it? Sorry. Where did it mesmerize Sita?
In the
forest. Ramayana. Yes, when she was plucking fruit and flowers, she saw this beautiful deer. She said, Rama, I need that beautiful deer. But Rama said, oh, no, no, Sita, that is not a real deer. Please, please don't ask for it. And what did Sita say? Rama, I have never asked you for anything. When you were going away to the forest, I came just behind you. I did not want anything. No jewels, no money, no rajya, not even the crown. I just want this beautiful deer, the spotted golden deer that's going around. And then Lakshmana said, no, no, please. My dear Sita Ma, don't fall for this. So there are so many stories which can be told with the help of these lovely traditional folk puppets, the folk narratives of India. And you have this beautiful hand puppets, finger puppets, and you also have the stuffed toys, the dolphin, the lovely rainbow fish. Do you know the story of the rainbow fish? No. So all these stories are stored for another year. Myself and Mangalam and many more storytellers will come and teach you to become young, little storytellers and change this world with your magic, with the power of your imagination and creativity. You will be making traditional puppets like this. Who is this? Who is this? Hanuman. Strong, our traditional Superman. Yes? Yes. So all these people will come week after week or month after month, whichever way the Hallmark Rotary Club wants. We are here to engage the young minds, train the teachers, and the esteemed Hallmark members, men or women, young or old, to become.
One moment, Vijay, please mute everyone.
We will have the magic wand in our hands, together we are going to change this world. So I hope and we have this new outfit called All. It is All Ladies League. And I'm very proud to say that I'm the chairperson of this humble effort of Tamil Nadu All Committee, and Mangalam Sendil is the vice president. So we want to engage with Rotary clubs, with Inner Wheel clubs, Interact clubs, and Rotaract clubs, and create the storytelling club, which will bring everybody together on this beautiful landscape of the story world. Together we can. So with the power of all the Rotary clubs together, I'm sure we will be able to change this beautiful world into a world of hope, health, and harmony. Thank you very much for this opportunity, sir.
Thank you so much, Lavanya madam and Mangalam madam. And you both made our day today. And we all were very happy, and all our kids see how happy we are. And we wish both of you should physically be present in one of our ensuing family meets and engage all of us and entertain us with all your good storytelling as well as puppetry.
Eka, just
We are looking for
spotlight
that
Mangalam also.
Yeah, both Mandal madam as well, Lavanya madam. We request keep your time for us sometime in one of our family meets, and we will call you. And you should physically present. We look for that day where we all can physically meet in a place and enjoy. That will make us more entertaining than this kind of Zoom meetings, I believe. And all our kids are really getting excited by all your good presence. Thank you so much. And today you see so many people Krishna, Rotarian Krishna has invited a special request. All his friends also, most of his friends are present here in this meet. And we recognize all Krishna's friends who are all here. Thank you so much for your kind presence, sir. And we are behind the schedule very much.
Eka,
Which
Eka,
normally we
once
don't
again.
do.
Schedule,
But,
so sorry.
no
Sorry.
regrets for that, because the way the schedule have been gone really did not make us to feel the time. So anyway, we'll take another 10 minutes to close this show, and I will give 5 minutes to all our participants for a speed question and answer session. Very speed. Maybe 5 questions will be allowed. Let us make it in 5 minutes. Raise your hand and ask your question. Whatever.
Sir, I think I will ask Shankara Menon want to say something.
Yeah.
Okay, sir. Please, sir.
Second one is
Lavanya.
Yes.
Lavanya, okay. I'm sorry about my voice because I'm just recovering from a small bout of COVID.
Please, spotlight our.
Yeah, my question to you is, do you attribute stories to proverbs? Say, for example, self-help is the best help.
Yes.
A proverb. Do you have any story, or do you connect, or at what age can a child understand if I quote a proverb and then try to explain a story?
Absolutely. So what we do is we spin stories. We spin stories with words and visuals. So these kind of proverbs come in very, very handy, because that is how we create the theme for the story. See, there are these elements, very important elements of deciding the theme for the storytelling. How do we engage the audience? Because we have mixed audience, different occasions. So these proverbs and morals and anecdotes, all these things come in very, very handy for us. For instance, today when you started this meeting with a 1 minute silence for this beautiful Indian cuckoo, Lata Mangeshkarji's departure, I felt there was already a story in my head where the beautiful cuckoo just flew into the divine world and waiting to sing the melody from there.
Wow.
Without any boundaries. The world gives us limitations, gives us boundaries. So with just that freedom of flying away and the melodious voice, she has merged with the nada in the cosmic energy. the Laya, Shruti Laya in the cosmic energy. She came from there and she went back there. The Vak Devata who sang just like Kalidasa, whose poetry and whose talents made such a beautiful um, difference to the narrative, Indian narrative landscape. Thanks, Mangalam Sendil, for bringing that story. We can spin stories like that. That is why it just requires a little bit of training, sir. We are here for that. And I hope you will be joining hands with this training institute and create more and more storytellers of different age groups. And I want each one of you to be telling stories in your meeting. And I hope every time you will start your meeting with a small story. Yes, and together we can.
Correct.
Good. Thank you. Any other questions, please? Anyone? One more question. Kids,
Yeah. I don't have a question. It is a small request only on behalf of all the children, actually. I think I do agree in Rotary meetings and all. We definitely keep up the timing of the meetings and all. But the thing is, such sessions, there should not be any restriction on the timing, because kids were enjoying in a full and suddenly Lavanya madam has stopped Mangalam Sindhil madam. The flow was very good. And I think such sessions need not be interrupted at all. We'll thoroughly enjoy such sessions. Not only the kids, even we Rotarians also. It's really fun. A lot of things also we have learned as a Rotarians also. We forgot such stories, and it is very good take through by Mangalam Sindhil madam and as well as Lavanya madam. A small request is, please don't restrict such sessions.
Absolutely. I agree with you. And I also apologize on stage for that interruption. But we also believe in discipline. And that's what Rotary stands for, you see. So I wanted to keep that spirit. And I'm sure my dear friend Mangalam doesn't mind that. And that is the power of stories. Namaka time, we just lose ourselves in the stories.
True.
Correct. And also this is a small strategy. If we stop here, you will come back to us again.
Yes.
Sir, in that sense, what I can request the Rotarian members is, instead of having the schedule for 1 hour, extend it to 2 hours. We don't mind sitting in such stories.
As Eka rightly said, we can arrange a physical meet and have one session for this. Really, we will enjoy. Actually, I enjoyed thoroughly.
Again, you want to continue it.
மேடம் எப்போதுமே இந்த ஸ்டோரி டெல்லிங்ல வந்து அந்த ஒரு பாயிண்ட்ல வந்து அப்படி நிறுத்திட்டு அடுத்த வாரம் பார்க்கலாம். இதேதான் நான் வந்து அம்புலி மாமால படிச்சிருக்கேன். கோகுலம், அம்புலி மாமா எல்லாத்துலயும் அப்படிதான் இருக்கும். ஒரே டென்ஷனா இருக்கும். அடுத்த வாரம் அது எப்ப அந்த புக் நம்ம கைக்கு வரும். we will first go and read. Really, maybe நீங்க பண்ணது அந்த மாதிரி தான் இருக்கு. எங்களுக்கு we want to call you both, come for our
Anet club meeting. We can organize on Anet club meeting and we can continue this story.
அதாவது first time I am seeing all our Anets அப்படியே பார்த்துட்டு ஒரே அவங்க டான்ஸ் ஆடிட்டு ரொம்ப என்ஜாய் பண்ணிட்டாங்க. ரியலி அவங்கள பாக்குறத
not only Anets, parents also
இன்ட்ரெஸ்டிங்கா பார்த்துட்டு இருக்கும்போது டக்குன்னு வந்து தொடரும் போட்டீங்க பாருங்க. அதுதான் கஷ்டமா இருந்தது. Anyway,
sir, here I would like to just take 1 more minute of your time, because many of our Rotarians have also enjoyed this session. One such Rotarian I have seen, very energetic and young at heart. I would request Rotarian Rotractor Sheshasai sir to say few words on this session.
Please. Sheshasai sir, please come up.
Sir, you're there?
Yeah, please spotlight him.
ஒரு வீடியோ இல்ல
இருக்காரு
வீடியோ வரல நானா. otherwise he is enjoying.
Fine sir, when he comes in we can
and I can ask continue. This Venkatesh from youth service director youth service Alandur has come. Really, madam, actually basically this is comes under youth service. This Anet club and as well as the Rotary clubs all comes in this, and our sure Anets will enjoy your storytelling, and we can cultivate this activity even to the Rotractors who are in the college. Let's have this session, maybe a training session or something. We can have certainly everyone loves telling stories.
Sorry, actually, this session was for the kids. Actually, we elders started interrupting in between, and we dominated in asking the questions. Maybe one or two questions we can take it from the kids quickly if we can, kids, if we can come forward.
Yeah.
Sure, sure.
Tejal, you have any questions? Pavya, Charika, Kavya? No one?
Actually, I enjoyed this session a lot. Even my cousins were laughing. They're just sitting here laughing. They're just enjoying. I enjoyed the session thoroughly. That's it. I don't have anything to say.
Thank you.
Thank you
Kavya.
so much for that. It means a
And
lot
this
to
is
us.
just a beginning. This is just a beginning. Long ways to go.
Krishna, can you do
And,
one thing? Can you, or I think I will ask Kavya also, please organize a meeting with Mangalam Madam for a storytelling week. Even we will be the visitor to that one meeting. Please organize immediately within this month, because they're celebrating a month storytelling. So let's organize one more meeting about all our annex. We in advance we can announce every people, their friends and relatives, everyone come in this one. Maybe a good bigger audience will be there. Certainly we'll enjoy it. Even we can call other clubs also.
Exactly.
Okay.
Done, sir. Done. We'll plan it.
Definitely, uncle.
Yes.
Definitely.
But here I have a small
Suggest this as
request to make.
kind of
The idea is, if you become the member, in the sense a member club, you will be the pioneering member club, of our storytelling academy, where you will have constant engagement with our storytellers. We will have storytellers of different genres, and we will, every occasion will be celebrated, and we will train the young storytellers, and you have some association with schools. So we also train teachers in storytelling as pedagogy and
Madam,
as digital, and we impart capacity building skills in teachers to upgrade their abilities and their teachers' skills. So we can together, that's, as I said, make a lot of difference. Train the parents, for instance, in storytelling, and they will all perform. Our idea is to make them the performers, make them the storytellers. Everyone should be able to dip into the inner storyteller, connect with the beautiful story power, and make a difference in their personal lives, in their professional lives, and in the parental scenario, and the community building, peace building activities as well. We have a long, wide, vast vision, and we see the scope to be associated with you and see how much of the world we can together impact.
Thank you so
certainly,
much,
madam.
madam.
Sure, we'll do that.
Yeah,
And
thank you.
we'll
Uncle,
associate with you and we'll do that. Okay, ma.
Uncle,
Yeah, take care.
Uncle, I was just in the session. So many other Anet Club presidents were texting me. Like, this
Okay.
session was really nice. We want one more session. We want one more session. They have been
Very good.
asking it. I said them, okay, we'll have one more session.
Yeah.
See, Kavya, I have a suggestion for you. Why don't you organize a kind of a district level workshop on this?
Yes.
A day long
Sure,
or something
uncle.
like that, where you all kids should get trained on this kind of talent.
Yes.
Let's
So,
take
let it
take
be
our
not a
Hallmark is
listening
the lead
session,
club.
let it be a talent acquisition session. All you children should acquire this talent. A kind of workshop plan on that.
Cellular audio.
Okay.
This
Yes,
will
uncle.
also build confidence in the child to do public speaking.
Yes, and children automatically become public
Public speaking.
speakers, and they
They
become
will-
leaders.
Yes, they gain a lot of
Yeah,
confidence.
the leadership skills and soft skills and all the skills they can learn through our stories. And this is how we were all brought up, right? The power of stories, the imagination, the creativity, the confidence. Apparently, sorry, I'll just take a moment here. Apparently, the fear of public speaking comes second. Or
Can you
sometimes
mute
even
everyone, please? Can you mute everyone, please? Then allow
before
madam.
the fear of speaking in public. That is the fear of, a much larger fear than the fear of death. So stories can really help us to live lives meaningfully, to pick up all the skills that are required, the life skills, through stories. And Annets are the best people who can be trained and who can be the change makers. Thank you, sir, for reading our minds and aligning with our vision and mission so beautifully. From the word go, I could see that you could connect with our philosophy and our mission and vision. So I'm so glad. Thank you, Vijay. Once again, Vijay and Divya have been wonderful human beings. That's very, very important for storytelling. The hearts,
you.
good hearts are very
Lavanya,
important.
can we take your email and your contact number from President? And
Yes, sir. Yes,
Ankamenan from Rotary Club of
sure,
Chennai.
sure. Yeah.
And President, before
Yes.
you said let's mute everybody, the child's sound was definitely the reaction of the excitement that she asked a few questions today. She's so
Certainly.
excited about the whole dish.
Yeah.
Thank you so much. Thank you, sir. Thank you, Sankaran sir. Sheshashayi sir, can you unmute and say a few words? Are you there? Sheshashayi? Okay, thank you. Now, let us just gain this time. Let me request our Charter President Rama to just brief about the update about the most prestigious global grant project as on date. Rama.
Yeah, good afternoon to one and all. And I am very much thankful to Speaker of the Day, Mangala Madam, as well as Lavanya Madam. Thoroughly, they entertained all, and we are very eager to listen more and more the stories. We have gone back to the older days. And I wanted to update about this Global Grant project. And our club has taken the very big project, I can say, because the project, not because of the project value is 1.2 crores and in Indian value and 1.56 lakhs in US dollar value, but the responsibility to set up the dialysis center is, I think that is a bigger task for us to do it in a timely manner. So now we are in the process of funding the project, and our contribution to this project is around 37,000 US dollars. And we are doing this, as you all very, very well know, that we are joining hands with 5 to 6 clubs to set up this dialysis center in Ramachandra Hospital, as well as in voluntary health services. Around 16 machines we are going to install. And I'm requesting all the members to generously contribute for this noble cause, because it is definitely going to help the economically backward people to get the treatment at free of cost if they have been covered under insurance scheme. If those who are not covered under insurance scheme, they will get the subsidy rate of treatment. And again, I'm just requesting all members to contribute generously for this project, and also refer to your friends. And this project timeline we have been set this weekend, but lot of requests from so many members. They wanted to contribute for this next week also. And with that, we are going to close before this 10th or something, or 12th of this month. And I request all the members at the earliest to contribute and fund the project. And then we can, if we contribute very fast, then we can get back the money from the Rotary International, and we can soon set up the project. That is my vision. So before the end of this month, I wanted to complete this project. And once again, I am requesting all the members, friends and relatives, and our RNS and our Rotaractors to generously contribute for this project. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, Rama. Now, let me request our Secretary, Selvam Subramaniam, to make announcement of this week.
Thank you, Ekaji. Announcement for the month of February 2022. On 12th February 2022, we are planned to hand over the painted writing desk and benches to Jai Gopal Karadia Higher Secondary School. On 28th Feb 2022, we planned our weekly meeting for the month of Feb. On 23rd February 2022, we plan to hand over a credit loan for a physically challenged person. On 27th Feb, we have our polio day and 7th board meeting for the month of February. On the birthday wishes, and our Vimala, wife of Rotan GK Shankar, celebrating her birthday on 17th Feb, and at Bhavya Kaushik, daughter of Rotan Ekambram, celebrating her birthday on 19th Feb, and at Lavanya, daughter of Rotan Krishnan, celebrating her birthday on 21st Feb, and MC Anuradha, wife of Rotan Sridhar, celebrating her birthday on 25th Feb, and at Arul Selvan, son of Rotan Kasinathan, celebrating his birthday on 26th Feb, and A.S.Yema, wife of Rotarian Sriram, celebrating her birthday on 28th Feb. Rotarian Sri Krishna celebrating his birthday on 28th Feb. On anniversary wishes, Rotarian Ilangovan and P. Sita has celebrating their wedding anniversary on 13th Feb. Rotarian G.K. Shankar and Ann R. Vimala are celebrating their wedding anniversary on 13th Feb. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, Sir. Let me request you to give the vote of thanks also for
Once again, a great Sunday afternoon to everyone. I'm very much happy to give the vote of thanks. I extend my sincere thanks to our chief guest, Ms. Lavanya Srinivas and Ms. Mangalam Sendil for the wonderful and engaging session. Thank you very much. As requested by all the members and analysts, I also urge our president to have one more session in the upcoming meetings without the time limit. I would like to thank our president, Rotarian Ganesh Gopalanji, for his welcome speech. My sincere thanks to our CP Rotarian Rama Madam, IPP Meenakshi Madam, Club Trainer Rotarian Sarangapaniji, visiting Rotarians and all our board of members. Special thanks to Pavia and Kavya for the invocation song. Thanks to Rotarian Ekamaramji for the engaging MC of the day. Thanks to Rotarian Vijay and JOD events for all the visual support. Last but not least, special thanks to all our club members, our analysts, our Rotractors, family and members and friends for the presence and cooperation to make this program a grand success. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Let us all raise ourselves for the national anthem.
Jana Gana